Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to begin this lesson off by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us all this truth in the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm Shaquat from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, back with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying to the hopeful elect. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, to you sincere, Akyam, Muakwatium, and a sincere Shalom to you brothers out there pushing this truth down the highways and the byways and through the YouTube lessons, man. Shalom to you all. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying to the elect. Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call hello, Malak, Yahweh Shai. Alright, so if we're gonna get into it, as you see by the title, response. Alright, and then I forgot what that motherfucker was. Response, Michael Jordan didn't seem real. Okay, there we go. Response, Michael Jordan didn't seem real. So we're gonna get into it. Nigga didn't seem real, right? Yeah, that nigga real as hell right now, you know? That nigga, well, let me say real as heaven, because hell ain't real either. that spiritual place where you burn forever ain't real neither, but he real as heaven right now. Shit, that nigga's a drunk. Straight drunk. He always drinking to hide all them damn demons he fighting. All that bullshit he had to do. Anyway. What's it is? I think Michael Jordan didn't MJ sacrifice his pops? He was the one who daddy was just in the car one day and randomly some nigga for no reason walked about the blue and murdered that nigga. You know, but I don't know nothing, man. YouTube, I don't know nothing. I'm just talking, you know. Anyway, Michael Jordan didn't seem real. Let's play the clip and then we're gonna get these precepts. All right, we're gonna get these precepts. Shit, I'm tripping. Hey, this video will be conducted under the Fair Use Copyrights Act of 1976, where all public information can and will be used for the purpose of education, teaching, and criticism and news reporting. This video will not be monetized. This is a non-profit video.
Michael Jordan is a real person.
And I didn't know he was going to be there. But I seen him walking towards me. It was kind of like he was walking on air.
Why would Iverson say that? For the first time in his life, a human being didn't look real to him. He was talking about Jordan, but Michael Jordan is a human, right? Shut up! Something is going on here. He is the greatest of all time, right? People are saying that he's the best basketball player ever. We seen that video when his arm stretched out. Something's going on here, bro. You heard what LeBron said. He said when he seen Jordan, it looked like he was walking on air. That's impossible, bro. Why would they say that? Why would Iverson say that? Why would LeBron say that? Maybe they know something that we don't know. One thing you need to know is that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. He's one of us, all right? He's a human being. Yo, I don't know what to think about this. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Man, MJ ain't shit right about now. Like I said, this nigga just a drunk. A drunk billionaire. And you hear to go surface in this clip. Yada, yada. Alright? It's because he was programmed to be. Alright? Yeah, he's a bot. Right? Okay. Look on Space Jam, how his arm reached out. Isn't that crazy? I'm just showing you all the dumb shit, dumb niggas and bitches in the comments. Space Jam was telling us in our face, Air Jordan. All right, that shut up be getting me every time. Okay. When you're doing things that most people can't do is because, what? The Lord just gave him a gift. This guy's talking about the fallen angels. He's talking about the Nephilim. Little do he know he talking about us, all right? Which I got a lesson coming on the Nephilim too. I got all the scriptures set up for that one. That's going to be a long ball there. I may do that one tomorrow, Lord willing. That's going to be a real deal. I might have to really do a real sit down on that one with the computer and all that. But yeah, you got a lesson coming on the Nephilim for all you Nephilim believers. Which the Nephilim is true, just not the way y'all say it is. The Nephilim is just Israelites, all right, which were at the time the sons of God fallen. But that's not the point of the video. Y'all are reaching. They probably were starstruck. That's the point. They were starstruck. All right, anyway. Space Jam, blah, blah, blah. If this is true, I'll stop idolizing MJ beginning today. Why do you idolize the nigga in the first place? Now, you see the Jake right here. Jake too deep. All right, Jake being too deep, man. Too damn deep. And let's show you what happens when you be too damn deep. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished, meaning be warned, all right, of making many books. There is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh. So sometimes you can look too deep into something, and it could fuck you up and bug you out. In this case, niggas like him or Jake's just be looking too deep into shit and it bug them out. And y'all be looking real foolish, nigga. So you would believe in that shit when we say a so-called UFO gonna come save us out of America while it burns with nuclear fire. We bugged out. But you will believe in a fucking nigga being a reptilian. Because that's really what this go back to. A nigga believing a nigga a reptilian or some shit. Nigga some type of reptilian, some type of weird alien, a weird one. Because anything, all the word alien means is not of this world. So Yahweh Shai, the angels, they're not of this world, but he means some weird shit. Because it gotta be weird. To be true, it gotta be weird. It gotta be some Area 51 ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you're bugging yourself out. You're ultimately just bugging yourself out. Stop looking too deep into shit. Because you look like a fool. You are a fool. All right? And just furthermore, just to show you, ain't no way the nigga is no damn reptilian, as they say. Ain't no damn reptilians. All flesh, 1 Corinthians 15 and 39, all flesh is not the same flesh. One more time. All flesh is not the same flesh. So a reptilian can't be no fucking human flesh. It can't be in human flesh. It's not possible. The Lord don't mix flesh. And if you're saying it is possible, then that means the Lord is a liar. Or that means something got past the Lord, which would also make the Lord a liar because he said nothing get past him. So what's going on? Somebody lying, and it's you. It's not the Lord. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men. So if there's a flesh of man, there's the flesh of man. There is the flesh of man. Another flesh of beast, another of fishes, and another of birds. Another of fishes and another of birds. So all these things are separate. And that takes away that whole mermaid bullshit too. Cuts the reptilian bullshit and the mermaid bullshit. Cuts both them bitches. Alright? Ain't none of that shit. Alright? None of that. And Michael Jordan, like I said, that nigga real human right now. Go tell that nigga go do a dunk from the free throw line today at his old age. He can't do that shit. He real human now, nigga. So get off the nigga rod. How about that? You niggas gonna be the least in the kingdom. You gonna be the least Israelites, man. Stop idolizing these niggas. Cause all this shit go back to is idolatry. Man, they're not real, man. Oh my God. Man, I'm telling you, this all go back to idolatry, man. Quit idolizing these fuck niggas, treating them like they a god. And these niggas ain't gods, man. All right? They're not. They're not gods. And let's show you that. Let me mark this precept off because I got that one. Let's go to Matthew 4 and 10. What did Yahweh Shai say? These niggas ain't gods, man. Matthew 4 and 10. Then saith Yahweh Shai only. Then Yahweh only the nigga got the stepping. But Satan and his demons is just marinating on all them niggas that you saw in this video and that you see in the comment section, just marinating themselves in them. Why? Because these niggas ain't put the Lord power first and only. They worship other things. Because you have to worship other things. You believe in reptilians. If you believe a nigga down here is a god right now, listen, man, ain't no nigga gonna be a god before a brother. Are you fucking serious? The fuck out of here. Get out of here. There's no such thing as a reptilian. That's not real. None of those things are real. All this shit goes back to idolatry. So if you were only serving the Lord, none of this shit would affect you. Only serve the Lord. Keep the Lord first and only first. That's it. Exodus 20. How about that? Let's go to that Exodus 20. We started one. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So quit worshiping these other niggas, man. And if you believe in the reptilian, nigga, you believe in some other god, nigga. You don't believe in the power of the universe, the true power. You don't believe in them. You don't believe in the power of all creation. If your motherfucking ass believe in a reptilian. It's in a test subject. If you believe in that shit, nigga, you're through. All right, you're through. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. All right, so you ain't supposed to make no graven images, no idols, man. No idols. No idols, man. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. I was just, man, he looked like a god. He didn't even seem real. He was walking on earth. Man, MJ, he not human, bro. Get off that nigga rod, man. But as soon as we get to boasting about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, look at you and your sky daddy. Okay, well, watch what our sky daddy do to your bitch ass. Yeah, that's my sky daddy. That's my sky daddy and my sky big brother. And watch what they do to your ass. Bitch ass niggas. Okay, boy, I'm about tired of these niggas with this dumb shit. It's 2026. There's no way you still believe in this shit. But niggas call us a conspiracy theorist for saying the so-called white man is Esau. And there's an elite group controlling everything in the world right now. We're conspiracy theorists for saying that shit. But this nigga, look at this nigga. Hey, man, I can't. When the fuck are we getting out of here, man? Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. All right, so you gonna get judged, nigga. You came back to get your ass judged. You about to get judged. Point blank, period. All right. Now, since we got that, the Wadi How by Shimei, I was shot. Now let's go over to this Acts 10. Okay, yeah, I got gonna go in line with these precepts here. All right. It's Acts 10 and 25. Just to show you, you're not supposed to worship men. You're not supposed to put men on a pedestal. All right, that don't mean you can't exalt men, you know, and exhort them, you know, and be like, yeah, that's my elder, you know, or that's a great man, you know, and you're doing good work. But to be here like, you're God, he was walking on air, he didn't even seem real. Nigga, that's how you get fuck niggas killed. If a nigga ever said that shit about me, I'm gonna tell the nigga, fuck you, nigga. What? Nigga, you trying to get me killed, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that. That's why the apostles say it all the time. Don't be worshiping us. Don't be none of that shit. I heard Apostle Tahar say it a few weeks ago in a video. He said, I am not your God. Yahweh Bashim Shai is your God. He said, I am not your God. He said it in a video. That's why they say that all the time, because as soon as you get to exalting them and shit, like Elder Apostle Ryan Love said it before a few years back, I heard him say it. Y'all trying to get them, he said, y'all trying to get us killed. He said, don't exalt us like that. You gonna get us fucked up. They understand they're not gods yet, they're men. We're not gods yet, we're men. Well, essentially, we are gods, all right? but we're in a fallen estate. But the point is, we're like unto man now. So to be exalted like you're some God on the level of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, oh hell no, the Lord gonna take your ass out just for that. So it's like, man, that's how you get people killed. But do not worship man. Nigga walking on air. No, nigga. No, nigga. That nigga, all right, never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, Acts 10 and 25, and as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him. All right, you read the book of Acts 10, you know Cornelius was that Israelite foreigner. He was the first Israelite foreigner that the Lord sent his men out to actually go speak to. And he was not a Gentile. He was not a literal Gentile or heathen. He was an Israelite Gentile. All right, he was an Israelite because the scriptures say he was a devout man. Only devout men are Israelites. Devout means saint or holy. The only holy people are Israelites. No heathen is holy. All you niggas are dirty. So as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshiped him. So he saw Peter, which is King David, if your spirit can receive that, and he fell at his feet, started bowing to that nigga, praying to him. I don't mean to call him a nigga. You know, that's just my lingo, Salakia. But just worshiping him, and what Peter say? But Peter took him up, saying, stand up, I myself also am a man. All right? So he was like, no, don't worship me. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. Don't worship me. And another precept to back that, I know that Revelation 9:19, I thought I had another one. So, yeah, we just going to go there because that's where I was going to go, but I thought I had a different one there. So let's go to Revelation 19. That's a man saying, stand up, don't worship me. Look at what an angel of God said, meaning an angel of the heavens. Look what an angel of the heavens even said. And they are gods. And they are gods. Look what an angel of the heavens even said to John the Revelator, Apostle John. All right. It says right here in Revelation 19 and 9, and he said unto me, right, marriage of the Lamb. Just to give you context, this is an angel speaking to the Apostle John, all right? This is an angel speaking to the Apostle John, but I just want to jump straight to the point. So we're going to read we'll start at verse 9. And he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. The ones who are called to the marriage supper and partaking in it is the elect. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. All right. That have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So even an angel of heaven that's actually in a godly celestial estate told John, hey, don't do that. Don't worship me. Stand up on your feet. I'm nothing. I'm just a servant. I'm thy fellow servant. All right. I'm serving with you. Matter of fact, I'm serving under you. I'm your brother. He said, worship the Most High. Fuck me, worship the Most High. Even an angel of heaven said it, and they are gods. They're literal gods right now today. So let alone treating a literal mere mortal like he's a fucking god. Come on, man. That's why the Lord gotta kill you niggas. I'm sick of this bullshit. Reptilian. If you believe in a reptilian, nigga, you believe that they're gods. I don't give a fuck. You believe in another God. You don't believe in the God of the Bible. You don't believe in the God of Israel. That's for goddamn sure. You do not believe in the true power over all creation. If you believe in a goddamn reptilian or any other dumb conspiracy theorist ass shit. But a nigga say we conspiracy nuts. Look at these niggas, man. Look at a nigga like that. Look at this damn Jake. Let's go back to it.
You like to betray.
Get me off this bullshit. Look at this damn Jake, man. Look at this damn Jake. Look at this nigga, man. Fat finger ass nigga. Look at this fat finger ass nigga, man. Look at this goofy ass nigga, man. I can't stand these little niggas. Let's go to the book of Judith 6. And let's read it in the GNT. Judith 6 and 1. GNT. When the noise of the crowd around the council had subsided, Holofernes spoke to Achior in front of the entire group. If you don't know who Holofernes was, he was one of the top. He was the top general for King Nebuchadnezzar, the Assyrian Babylonian. All right. And it says, those from the Mediterranean coast, the Moabites and the Ammonite mercenaries, Achior, who do you think you are, acting like a prophet? Now, if you don't know what's going on, pretty much in the last chapter, at the end of the 5th chapter, all right, Achior, who was also a heathen, is not with them, then we can overcome them. So don't do it. It's basically what he was saying. Now he's saying he getting on his ass for that, but the dude was, Achior was right. It says, who do that matters? He will send his army, and nigga, you exalting yourself. Even if you ain't give yourself that title of being like Yahweh Shai, but you accept it, you exalted yourself, nigga. So for whosoever exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So here it is. These niggas exalting himself, Michael Jordan, all them niggas. That's why they getting abased right now today. Right now today. Watch something happen to LeBron James soon. Watch something happen to that nigga. That shit may spark all these race riots. Watch something happen to this nigga soon. He just got the Philly, Watch something happen to this nigga soon. Them niggas about to pull his card. The Lord, through these nigga elites, about to pull that nigga card. Watch what they about to do to that nigga. Everybody want to be treated as exalted as a god. Watch what they about to do to that nigga. Watch what they about to do to all these niggas. All right, watch. Now to you Jakes, who treat these niggas like gods, watch what the Lord about to do to your ass. Watch what the Lord is about to do to your ass, nigga. All right, so what the Lord do to Nebuchadnezzar in the book of Daniel? When you go to the book of Daniel, I think it's in the 4th chapter, the Lord basically turned Nebuchadnezzar into a beast. He turned that nigga into a beast creature. Yes, and had that nigga eating grass. He had this nigga eating grass because he was exalted as a god and he accepted it. Had the nigga eating grass, and after that, he didn't believe he was a god no more. He knew that that Yahweh was the power. He knew that. I'm pretty sure that's the chapter, Daniel 4. We can go check real quick. I'm not gonna read it, but we could check. Yep, this is the chapter. This is definitely the chapter. It says the king acknowledges the Most High. That's all I need to see. Yeah, that's all I need to see. This is definitely the chapter. Read Daniel 4. Had the nigga eating grass like a cow. Threw out this bitch. Now let's go to Jeremiah 10. We'll start at 1. So just to show you, it's heathen-like. That's what the heathens do. They exalt each other like they're Yahwehs and Yahweh Shais. They exalt each other like that. That's not something we do. The Lord didn't tell us to get down like that. He literally told us the first commandment, don't put no other God before me. But the heathens do it. They got a million different gods. And they make a man. He don't mean it like that nigga was AI. He talking about like that nigga was a god. Hear ye this word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. So don't be like the heathens. Don't be idolizing, man. Because if you put anything above Yahweh or put anything on the level of Yahweh, we don't even put Yahweh Shai on the level of Yahweh. Now we give more praises to Yahweh Shai right now, but that's because the Lord Yahweh told us to. He said, but we know he's not above Yahweh, but we're gonna praise Yahweh Shai more because of the sacrifice he did for us. All right, and the Lord told us, Yahweh told us to. He said, kiss the Son. The scriptures say, kiss the Son, lest he be angry. So kiss Yahweh Shai, lest the Lord be angry. All right, meaning please him, or the Lord gonna be pissed. All right, and Yahweh Shai is that mediator. So we have to go through him to even get a relationship with Yahweh. Anyway, it says, hear ye this word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people, the heathens, are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. So this is going into, Christmas and all that shit. It was called something different at this time in the Babylonian Empire where Jeremiah was at. But That's what it's going into today, that Christmas shit. But it was a different name back then. I don't remember what. Nonetheless, we are not to learn the ways of the heathen because it's vanity. It's vanity to think of a man as a god. That's vanity, man. It's complete vanity. And the Lord gonna kill your ass for it. He's gonna kill you for it. He will kill you for it. Now, another precept I want to get before I go to that Acts 5 and that 1 Timothy 4. Let's go to Ezekiel 28. Let's go to Ezekiel 28, because Esau exalts himself as he's the most high, right? Well, the Lord about to do Esau the worst way. Let's go to Ezekiel 28:1. Now, of course, this is talking about Canaan, you know, somebody of the Canaanites, all right, because that's where Tyrus is located. All right, so, but if your spirit can receive it, the Lord had this happen. We say it all the time. The Lord had this situation happen to represent the end days, to represent Esau, Edom. So if your spirit can receive it, the Lord had this happen to say what's going to happen to Esau. All right. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. Damn, that's cold. That's cold now. That's cold. Now it said, I am a God. That's Esau. Right now, today. Right now, today. He said, I'm God. He said, we can be better than God. We could surpass the Most High. He's only organic. We could do inorganic. Mind you, with the Lord's elements. Nigga ain't creating no new element. Nigga, you gonna have to leave this fucking realm of creation to even do that. You ain't gonna and then you got to figure out how to get outside the spirit realm, which is not possible. So it's like, nigga, you can't create your own element, nigga. All right. That's why when we get that spiritual power, it's the power to manipulate and control the elements. We can't create a new one. All right, man. It says, I sit in the seat of the Most High. You see this again in 2 Thessalonians 2, as well as Isaiah the 14th chapter, right? I sit in the seat of the Most High, all right? And in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God. Thou, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, meaning he treats himself like he is the Most High, but he's not. He's man. That's what this devil does. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can hide from thee. So now you feeling like the Lord. You feel like you all knowing, right? And then, you know, it goes into Esau getting the riches by deceit, etc. You know, but I want to jump to the point. Verse 6, therefore thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. All right, so the Lord gonna send, he gonna send everybody at this devil, man. Because everybody going to be against this devil. Jeremiah 51, the nations are mad. You even got his own allies that are going to turn against him. That's Revelation 17 and 16. This nigga's through. He's going to be completely naked. Isaiah 47. Completely vulnerable. So vulnerable, Revelation 6, that nigga going to run to the clefts of the rock, say, follow me, please. Vulnerable. Through. Over with. All right, over with, man. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the sea. So you want to exalt yourself as you're the Most High, the Lord going to bring you down and show you your ass ain't the Most High. He going to show you that real quick. And he's done it many times over the course of history. He showed you real quick. Pharaoh was exalted as a god. And how you a god, but you getting drowned by water? You getting drowned in the Red Sea, which it wasn't really the Red Sea that happened there. It was, I forgot what the sea was actually called, but it wasn't the literal Red Sea. But nonetheless, that's not that important right now. And he's a god, but he got drowned. This shit crazy, man. The Lord hey, this is just an example to show whenever someone exalts himself as the Most High, the Lord casts their ass down. And that's coming to Esau. And that's coming to you Jakes who do that same bullshit. Let's get this Isaiah 14 real quick. All right. So Isaiah 14:12. This is talking about Esau. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? This is the only time Lucifer shows up in the Bible. So people try to say this is Satan. No, nigga. Lucifer just means bearer of light, light bearer. Well, who are the light bearers of today? You have two different groups. You have the righteous light bearers, which are us. The Lord willing, the elect of Israel, but we are the hopeful elect. You have us. Then you have the wicked of the light bearers, which are the elites of Esau, Edom. All right, which govern the whole world at this point in time, under the guise or the vise of the spiritual demon Satan. O Lucifer, son of the mornings, talking about the elites of Esau, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? This is talking about when he's in the kingdom. That's what the heathens gonna say to this nigga. Like, damn, you weakened the nations. Like, is this the nigga? You know, they're going to be like, is this the nigga? And then they're going to say this down here in 16 and 17. We're not going to get those, but that's eventually what they're going to say. And say, you weaken everybody. How you fall? Then they're going to be like, man, this nigga fell. Is this really the nigga who did it? And so anyway, verse 13, and it reads, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, meaning to death, meaning out of rulership, into a low estate, to the sides of the pit. All right? So there you go. So you want to exalt yourself like you're the Most High, all right, like you on the level, the Lord going to bring your ass down. And this showing you, man, Esau pushes that shit. And Jake believing in shit like that shows you're following the ways of the heathen, because you're under the philosophies of Esau. So just like the Lord gonna cast Esau down, he finna cast you down too, just because you with this devil. And let's actually get that. Isaiah 13 and 15. Since we right here, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. If you getting down with the philosophies of Esau, you're joined unto them, you're going to fall by the sword. You're going to get judged with them, because you're your father the devil, and of the lust of your father ye will do. So you all down with Esau philosophies, you believing in bullshit that Esau push, you're going to die with this nigga when the judgment comes. And you're going to have to come back as a baby all over again in the kingdom. And you're going to always have that mark on you. You was a 2/3 or a rebellious Israelite. Same thing, but the 2/3 are mainly in America. And then you have those, you are in America, not mainly. They are in America. And you have those rebellious Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners. Crazy work. Anyway, let's get this Acts 5 and 38. Is that it? Yeah. We're going to close this lesson off here in a second. Acts 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. All right. So people, typically that's people, leaning on their own understanding, acting like they got wisdom above the Lord, etc. That's typically, even if you're not coming out, oh, I'm a God, da 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 da. Guess what? You're still exalting yourself like you're on the level of the Most High. So if anything like that is going to come to naught, which is why I got this. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. All right? So if it's really of the Lord, you can't overthrow it. And if you try, you're fighting against the Lord. And if it's a man, it will be overthrown. And if you try to stop that, you're fighting against the Lord. And the point is, you can't win. That's a losing battle. That's a losing battle. How can a man be a God? The scriptures say man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? We can't. Because we're just mere mortal men at this point in time. Michael Jordan is not a God. Look at him. He looks real mortal to me today. Look up Michael Jordan today. He looked real mortal to me. All right. And let's get this last precept from 2 Timothy, 1 Timothy 4 and 2. We'll start at 1. I think that's what I wanted. Yep. And we'll close the lesson off on this. 1 Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, we're here, some shall depart from the faith. They are. This is the year of the apostates, agents, bug outs, sellouts, whatever you want to call it. giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. All these people giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. This Jake in that video we just watched, that TikTok, he giving heed to a doctrine of devils, which is the doctrine of deception of this devil Esau. All right, his philosophies, speaking lies and hypocrisy, definitely speaking lies and hypocrisy. Because if you're speaking against the Lord, it's hypocrisy. It's bullshit. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's bullshit. And this nigga probably said, I believe in God. But he's saying shit like this. Nigga, you're a hypocrite. It says, having their conscience, meaning their knowledge of right and wrong, their perception of right and wrong, good and evil, seared with a hot iron, meaning destroyed. It's over with. Burnt out. All right, burnt out. Unusable. Vain. Useless. All the same words, same meaning. So that's Jake right about now. So these niggas are out here through. Alright, so this has been Response. Michael Jordan didn't seem real. Well, that nigga real as a motherfucker now. Go and look him up. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. I'm going to go ahead and close it off by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us all this truth and the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Abba Bo, Kwam, Yesharala Gadol Abadium, Lababo, Hagadol, and Yahweh Mahar, Wahabathum. And until next time, I would like to say unto you all, Shalom. Keep enduring.